It's DSP's Top 5 Surprisingly Good Games of 2012. The best games that you probably didn't play this year. Number 2, Sleeping Dogs. Man, am I glad to see a good success story come together. I mean, Sleeping Dogs was almost canceled. Here's a game that went through multiple publishers, multiple titles. At one point it was actually going to be called True Crime Hong Kong until that particular publisher dropped the game. Well, they finally found a home with Square Enix, and Sleeping Dogs really found a place to shine. Focusing on the life of an undercover cop who basically dances the line between being a law enforcement officer and an actual member of the Yakuza, Sleeping Dogs' plot is unique. Here's a guy who's getting to know these gang members. He's basically starting to treat them like family, to the point where he wants to defend them and protect them, not only from other rival gangs, but also from law enforcement. And it really is an interesting story of how someone who goes so deep undercover can get sucked into that underworld life. Now, the gameplay of Sleeping Dogs undoubtedly is going to draw some parallels to the Grand Theft Auto series. I mean, it's a free roam in a large city. You can steal any car you want, you can attack anyone you want, you can collect weapons, but there's also a few really unique things about the game. Number one being its melee fighting mechanics. As you progress through the story of Sleeping Dogs and as you find certain items, you're actually going to unlock new combat abilities that allow you to do some pretty crazy martial arts moves, chained attacks. If anything, I would actually compare the melee combat of Sleeping Dogs to that of Batman Arkham City, where you can constantly be chaining combos from enemy to enemy, where you can seamlessly reverse attacks in the middle. You can disarm your enemy and then use his weapon against them, all in a single fluid motion. And so the melee combat is some of the most fun in the game. But outside of just the melee gameplay, the combat, the gunplay, the graphics, the racing, everything about the game is outstanding. This really felt to me like I was playing a AAA title, to which I was like, gee, it's kind of a shame that the game got kicked around so much to finally get to this point. And I really hope that people understand that regardless that this isn't some big, oh, it's not Grand Theft Auto, it's not true crime, that this is still a game that you should take the time to play. It has a lot of effort, a lot of polish. It's fun, it's very long, and has quite a lot of side content that you can do. You're definitely going to get your money's worth out of the game, and it's definitely worth a purchase. At this point, it's probably available a little bit on the cheaper side, so definitely check it out. Up next, a game that pretty much no one expected to be this good shocks the gaming world and actually changes the face of many people's contenders for Game of the Year. Check it out.